Hey, Ben Wise, ZOAR Fitness, and this is the name game. Workout number 34 is the girls and me. For time, 5 rounds of a 400-meter run, 15 overhead squats at 95 or 65 pounds for males and females respectively. You'll rest 2 minutes, and then you'll perform 30 clean and jerks at 135, 95 respectively. Rest 2 minutes, and then you'll move through a 1K row, 45 thrusters at 45, 35, and 30 chin over bar pull-ups. All right, so let's get into standards. We got 6 different movements that you'll need to prep for and be ready for. First of all is the run, and typically this is not something that we see in a lot of qualifiers, especially if it's not on an actual erg, like an assault runner or a true form. But what I want everybody doing here is marking out a course on land that they can run. So this could be a track, if you have a track close enough where you can put a barbell and a pull-up bar next to it, and a rower, or it could be, I think practically for a lot of people what this is gonna be, if your gym has a 400-meter course marked out already, great. If you are at your house or your garage gym or something and you haven't marked that out yet, what I want you to do is in your warm-up, I want you to use something like Map My Run or like a GPS app or something and actually go and figure out what a quarter mile is out and back, right? So to be able to do that, and either, again, it could be out and back, could be a loop, doesn't matter, but get it as close as you possibly can to exactly 400 meters. All right, so that's the run. You just gotta move the distance, pretty simple. Overhead squat, holding the weight out over your head. The bar's gotta stay above the top of your head, and besides that, you gotta get your hip crease below the top of your knee in the depth of your squats. Third is the clean and jerk. You can use any style of clean, any style of jerk, but the bar must go from the ground to the front rack and then to overhead, being locked out in line with your body, elbows locked out, and one nice long clean line. So besides that, again, you could split jerk, you could split clean, right? You could squat clean, you could power clean. Realistically, what most people are gonna do most of the time, power clean and push jerk, right? I'd recommend singles for most people. I'm getting ahead of myself, that's strategy. But anyway, let's talk about rowing. Rowing, again, it's simple. Put standard list and then go to 1K row. I don't know if that's on the standard list, but enter 1,000 meters, hit start, and then when you begin pulling, it'll count you down. It should show 0 on your screen before your butt gets off the seat of the rower. And then you can perform your thrusters. With the thrusters, you're probably gonna be moving quickly because it's an empty bar. Make sure you're getting the full range. So again, bar must be locked out over your head, no different than the clean. And for, again, the squat, no different than the overhead squat, you're, again, hip crease below the top of your knee. Lastly is the pull-up, starting from a dead hang, getting your chin in line or over top of the bar. Again, if you need someone else to judge you for that, to make sure you're holding yourself to that standard, do so appropriately. All right, so a few things. One of the big things for setup, you're probably gonna be using the same bar for all 3 parts for most people, unless they feel like setting up 3 bars. But think about, you got 2 minutes of rest time, so you're basically gonna be changing your weight during that time. Have the weight out, the plates that you need ahead of time, where you can move from 95 pounds to 135 pounds for males, and then you can strip it off for the last one. Or females, how you're gonna go from 65 to 95, and then again, strip it down for that very last part. So the workout thoughts, it's basically 3 benchmarks back to back, right? So essentially that's what it is. We got those short little rest times built in of 2 minutes. But again, if we think about 3 benchmarks back to back, that's a lot of volume, right? So this is a fairly long workout. I mean, the very first one, it's, over a mile of running and it's 75 overhead squats. So there's a lot of volume just in Nancy alone. And then you rest 2 minutes and go into the 30 clean and jerks of Grace. And then you rest 2 minutes and go into Jackie, all for time, right? So I would think about okay, what are my sort of times that I've gotten on these benchmarks in the past. A lot of people have already done these before. And then back that off pretty significantly and said like, okay, if I took this at like an RPE 7, so like I went at like 70% effort or even 60% effort, what would my time be there? Right? And so then you can start to think about, okay, if I'm just trying to be smooth and move through this and it was just, you know, another day where I'm not necessarily testing a workout, how would I attack this workout? You're probably not gonna do like 20 reps unbroken touch and go to start off Grace, even though it's probably what you would do if it was just Grace, right? So you need to start to think in that way of, okay, how can I sort of space out my power output and extend this over a period of time? And be smart about how you attack this workout. You can always pick it up and smash the last portion and, you know, have Jackie go really quick. If you did singles on Grace and were smart about, you know, how you pace your Nancy rounds. So start a little bit conservative so that you can actually have a good kick towards the end of this. That'd be my recommendation. But overall, I mean, you've done plenty of these types of workouts before. It's just gonna be interesting putting them all together and seeing how you hold up over a little bit longer time demand of a workout, but yet with some breaks to keep that power output high. So if you're someone who's just watching this on YouTube and you're not actually a part of the protocol yet, you can get a free week along with everything else that's included in Pro, like Pro articles and the Vault, the program Vault, if you go to zoarfitness.com/pro-trial. So be sure to check it out. And for everybody else, best of luck on the girls and me.